as we take a look back at your racing action for the Sean Peters Truck Fest and Monroe Grocery Outlet Super Stock Figure 8 Division. It was Dave Bradenberg with the early lead in this one, but issues ended his night early. Harrison Hardwick took over the lead with some early race action between him and John Carlson. Knocks Harrison Hardwick sideways. Carlson continues to keep the lead until making some contact with lap traffic, sending Quentin Borison to the lead in this one. It would be Quentin Borison, your eventual winner, taking home the top spot. Steve Peters in second, and John Carlson taking the third spot.
Steve, I'm sure you would rather be on top of the podium, but hey, you're on the podium, special night for you. That's okay. These guys that I raced with, I have to say, Quentin is the most inspirational figure of driving all this is the kind of vision. You know, stuff from the hill is like waiting for me. Being on this podium and being up here and being able to talk and speak the word is great. And that's, I appreciate you being up here. And this is a win for you. Thank you, man. Steve Peters, second place tonight.
The action heated up for the Sean Peters Truck Fest once again, as a good field of trucks came out with them hard bashing and smashing, as 13 trucks took to the track for some great demo action. It was your eventual winner, Jeremy Randall, out there, as he was just laying hits down in that 78 truck. Caleb Robinson finishing second out there with the 191 truck, as he was a hard hitter. And Joey Ensminger finishing in that third spot. Came down to the final bash between Ensminger, Randall, and Robinson. And there you go, your Bulldog Award going to Caleb Robinson, knocking over Joey Ensminger. The final few bashing and smashing happened, but your eventual winner, Jeremy Randall, taking out the 191 car of Caleb Robinson. For the second straight year, it was Jeremy Randall getting the win here and taking home $3,000 for the Sean Peters Truck Fest. Jeremy, you got to be pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I am. It was a brutal show. It was fun. It's always a good place to come, and it was awesome.
This Truck Fest, I know, means a lot to a lot of you guys that come out here and do the Demo Derby. What's it like to win this 2 years in a row?
I knew Sean when he was probably 10 years old, I guess, and I loved him to death, and it means a lot to me to win this for him.
All right, your winner, Jeremy Randall. We move on to the Outlaw Figure 8 division, where it was Ricky Dietz off to the early lead in this one, and he never really looks back as he takes a commanding lead and a big win for him in this race. Some close intersection calls out there. Good battles throughout the field. Chris Curtis in that second spot, trying to get to Ricky Dietz's back bumper, just could not make it. And it was your eventual winner out there, with some good battles between John Carlson and Zach Larson. We had battles all throughout the track for the Outlaw Figure 8 division. One more time, Ricky Dietz making a little contact there with Mike Stelz, but he takes home the checkered flag there as the kid gets the win. Chris Curtis second, and Zach Larson that third spot. Well, the Outlaw Figure 8 division was a fun one, and it was the kid, Ricky Dietz, on top of the podium, getting the first win in a while. Ricky, that's got to feel pretty good to get on top of the podium once again.
It does. Like I said, you know, I told my crew and all my friends that help out, pretty much anybody, that I really needed a win, because I finally got one this year, and it's been 3 years since I've had one. And, you know, it kind of makes you feel good to win, and it makes you want to come back out. And I never really thought that I would make it in this car, to tell you the truth. Really, I didn't think I'd make it in this car, but I did. And then, yeah, you said something about the points earlier. Man, I'm telling you, I didn't come out here to race for points. I came out here to put on a show for the fans and support all my friends and family, racing family. And but I want a new car. I got one. You know, this one's old. And my dad says that we're going to have to put a motor in my car when I take this out for the new one, because I have to win a championship. And I don't know that I can do that, and I'm not here for that. If it happens, it happens. I'm going to be here every week and put on a show for the fans. And if we end up being champions, we end up being champions. That'd be pretty cool.
The kid, Ricky Dietz, getting it done. Keep your eye on him. Hey, he's here to support, but the old school car getting it done. The always exciting Youth Horn Division put on a show. It was Annika Duncan early on in this one. And Annika Duncan trying to hold off a hard-charging Dakota Wilkinson. Here comes Ellie Musgrave up in the 523 car. Dakota Wilkinson right there as they go 3 wide for the battle for the lead. Dakota Wilkinson taking over the top spot there. Ellie Musgrave side by side with Wilkinson, but here comes Haley Constance as she tries to go 3 wide down into turn number 3. 3 wide for the lead, and the young 12-year-old driver comes out with the lead as Haley Constance takes the lead in the 21 car. A lot of hard-fought battles throughout the field as Wilkinson retakes the lead from Constance. And the battle is not over in this one. Here comes Musgrave, and once again Constance to the inside of Dakota Wilkinson as Haley Constance would hold on for that top spot and take the win in this one. Second place goes to Ellie Musgrave, and third to Dakota Wilkinson. Her third race out for the Interstate Battery Youth Hornet Division. It was Haley Constance picking up her first win. Haley, you got to be pretty excited about that one.
I'm very excited.
You know, you put a veteran move out there on those other 2 drivers, putting it 3 wide down the corners. What were you thinking making that move?
I was just thinking hopefully I can get around them, and I'm just glad my crew put together an awesome car so that I could do that, and yeah.
All right, you and your dad, same exact race car. Who wins the race?
Me.
Haley Constance, a rising star at Evergreen Speedway. The most exciting races of the night is always the boat races as the V8 Extreme drivers grab the big boats and they attach them to the back of the cars, rushing through the intersection, beating and bashing those 14 to 17-foot boats off the back of the cars. And this one was an exciting one once again as we had cars all over, carnage everywhere, and even had a car flip over in this one. As always, the V8 Extremes putting on a good one there. And bus racing, you can't forget the bus racing Evergreen Speedway. It was a fun one once again as you see cars and buses hitting and bashing on the tires. Sam Day in the short bus, he takes over the big lead there and continues to get the win in your winner in this one. But gosh, we lost some buses in this one. Jeff Ritter and the American Stars and Stripes bus, he takes it sideways, pops a tire, pops a motor. He's done for it. And it was Sam Day. Look at that one, just fast in the short bus. Sometimes the short bus ones are the fast ones. As always, the buses will be back in action on July 4th. You don't want to miss it. Definitely a fan favorite as those buses are beating and bashing out there. And Sam Day navigating through the tough traffic in that short little bus, getting your win there. Conley Graber, he's driving his bus hard. Once again, you'll see buses back in action on July 4th. Well, the Interstate Battery Hornet Division, it was an exciting one all race long. Christopher Wishman battling with Jake Grant there for the lead. Mike Jensen, that 521 car, coming up as Grant kind of goes sour there in the 19 car, with Jensen taking over the lead. The Lang brothers, Tyson and Max Lang, make contact down in turn number 3. They get together as Dawson Cox tries to work that back bumper of Mike Jensen to get the lead, but cannot get it done as it was an intense race all race long for the Interstate Battery Hornet Division. Mike Jensen picking up the win, Dawson Cox in second, and Jamie Corbett in third. The V8 Extremes held their main event action with a huge field of cars in this one here. Cars going sideways, carnage all over as they were beating and bashing on them all race long. Tires were lost, but no lives were lost, even though you got a leg hanging off one of those cars there. The Shark Machine trying to avoid the wreck there. As eventual winner there, Kevin Benway takes home the top spot for the V8 Extremes. You don't want to miss the action for these guys as they'll be back for a bigger and better race once again on July 4th as Kevin Benway taking the top spot there in the 26 car. And once again, the Columbia River Legends were in action for the second day in a row. And a good battle between Hyder and Glenn out there as Dwayne Swanson also trying to get in the mix there. As you see, Swanson passes for the lead over Dana Glenn. But here comes Devin West trying to go back-to-back dates for the Columbia River Legends as Glenn and Hyder make contact. Glenn goes off the track there. They come down through it. It's still Swanson, your leader there. Scott Main turns it sideways but keeps it going. They come by through Devin West to the inside of Dwayne Swanson for the lead as Devin West takes home his second straight win in 2 straight days for the Columbia River Legends.